Hello everybody, how are we? Probably not very good after that. It finished Watford 1, Millwall 2. This is your post-match pint brought to you by the Mad Squirrel. In the Mad Squirrel, I've got Harry Welch, I've got Sam Ucko and myself, Jacob Culshaw, accompanied with a decent front two of a smash burger here at the Mad Squirrel, a margarita pizza. Sam, you're getting all sorts of smells here at the minute. Good smells, just about, by the way. What's sort of picking your fancy? Because are we going to eat on camera?
We might eat it on camera. Get a taste test in a bit potentially. I mean, we're going to have something to talk about after what was a bit of a miserable second half there. But yeah, it's, the food here they really have stepped up recently, haven't they? And not that it was ever poor, but make sure to come down here on match days and try out some food here. It's
you know what I love about that, Sam, is you kind of said it like it was a Mad Squirrel January transfer window. They've stepped up in the window and they're delivering a smash burger, margarita pizza. Harry Welch on the show today. No flat cap. Harry, how are you, mate? Life-wise, away from football.
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm still going to as many games as I can. Yeah, I'm enjoying it anyway. When it's like when weather's like this, I enjoy it. Don't know about result, but yeah. I think all good. So I'm all good, mate.
Well, good.
I've got a question for Harry.
Go on.
Can we have a review of Marching Powder, Danny Dyer's new film?
Yes.
Saw that.
For a bit of context, has that just come out?
Yeah, it came out yesterday.
Okay.
So I went to a viewing last night down in Bluewater where Danny Dyer was actually there and Nick Love. I met Nick Love as well. Love him because I love like Marching Powder, Business, Football Factory, all my great films. Good film. I recommend it. Anyone who's seen Football Factory, like obviously, it's not obviously that level, but it's not as good as that. But it's a very good film. Same sort of humour, obviously going into that sort of culture.
Yeah.
Really recommend it. Obviously, 18 plus. Obviously,
18 plus. Obviously, Mad Squirrel as well. Nice little segue there. You know, we're brought to you by the Mad Squirrel, Marching Powder. We're not brought to you by them. Okay. Watford 1, Millwall 2. Make sure to leave a like on the video and always comment down below your thoughts on what you thought of the Watford performance. Sam, is it too easy to come away from Vicarage Road and go, that was a game of two halves?
Oh, I think it was the most typical game of two halves I've ever seen. I was so impressed with that first half. I thought Watford were brilliant. Arguably, it's a collective 45 minutes other than a small 5-minute gap. I thought that was one of our best first halves of the season, to be honest with you, which makes the second half so much more frustrating. I have no idea what has happened in that second half there, but it was a completely different Watford side, and so frustrating because I felt like we completely threw away 3 points there and we really should have won that game after that first half performance.
What did change, do you think, Harry, first half to second half?
I don't know. I mean, like as I said, I was really impressed with that first half. I thought, going into the second, can't really see us dropping it, but we did. I think I don't think Millwall really upped their game, to be honest. I don't think Millwall were that good, but I think they did the basics right. I think they did probably spot Watford's strengths a bit. Maybe, saw how good sort of Loser was on the ball, because Loser first half was brilliant. I thought he was fighting for every ball. On the ball, he looked really good as well. They pressed a bit more. Forced a lot of errors out of Watford, I must admit, which I'm sure we'll get into. And I think it was just errors that probably cost us in the end. I think we were lucky not for it to be more than 2 in the end, I must admit.
Well, yeah, Connolly had an effort one-on-one. It could have made it 3. I mean, for me, when I look at that performance, Sam, I take the emotion out of it, right? And I had a different view today. I was on my own in the Elton John stand. So I was watching it near the Millwall analysts and their side of things. And what was really key in the first half was that Loser, as Harry said, was getting on the ball and dictating play. He was running the game, really. And I thought Watford, what they did so well was move the ball well. We were getting out wide. We were really positive on the ball. But we didn't maybe capitalise on the pressure and the dominance going into half-time. I felt that we should have been 1, if not 2 up, just based on the fact we were in control. And do you feel like when you come away from today, the first half, in a weird way, let us down, that we didn't kill it in that period?
100%, and that's football at this level. You get punished if you don't capitalise when you are on top. I mean, other than the goal, which was a well taken header from Matty Pollock, delighted for him, by the way. I felt like, I know we lost today, but that redemption arc for him after a really difficult game against Millwall in his debut a couple of years ago, come full circle scoring today, which is a special moment for him, I'm sure, and sweet that it was against Millwall. But I can't really think of us creating too many other clear-cut opportunities. I know Doumbia had one which he probably should have done better with. Sissoko had a chance as well, really good volley as well. But other than that, I mean, they are 2 really good opportunities there that we didn't take. But that's partly the problem, I suppose, that you don't take those good opportunities. similar in some ways to the Stoke game last week, where we have a lot of the ball, we move it into some really good areas, but just don't have that cutting edge to either create good opportunities or take our opportunities. So frustrating, but like I say, I've said so many times, this Watford team is a work in progress, and yeah, I'm not overly disappointed. I'm frustrated, but it's a work in progress.
That's interesting. On that, Harry, as a fan, how are you feeling coming away from today? Because if we look at the Championship table, because it's getting to that point, there's 10 games left. Watford have an outside shot of the playoffs. If we're being honest, now we had to really win today, even though Millwall are now 1 point behind us. And look, Millwall have been inconsistent this season. Watford have been inconsistent this season. And it almost feels like we could lose 3 games in a row and end up still being in the playoff picture. So, do you feel now that it's unlikely Watford get playoffs, or has it not really changed that much after today?
I think the playoffs are so hard to call at the minute. I mean, you look at when we were winning, everyone up to 9th was level on points up to 6th. So it's going to be tight. Look, I'm not expecting playoffs. If we make the playoffs, great. If we don't, personally, I'm not too bothered because I feel like for me, I know if we get to the playoffs, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to win them as well. I'm not saying we can't, but I think it'll be very tough. But I think we've got to be. If you're going to make the playoffs, you've got to win games like this as well, right? That's it. Against Millwall, who are up there, they're up there as well. So, it's going to be interesting to see. But look, I think all we do now is just pick up as many points as we can, just see where we end up. To be honest with you.
No, for sure. And what do you think Sam changed first half, second half? Harry mentioned how we're in control of the game. Second half, we lost that. What changed for you? Because for me, I felt actually I'm kind of more on the opinion, give more credit to Millwall than Watford's messing up. And what I mean by that is they tactically changed second half, where Loser wasn't getting as much on the ball. They were more intense with the pressure. The goal came a little bit out of nothing, but as soon as that happened, it felt like the game changed. Vicarage Road went a bit nervy. We all felt a bit on edge. I think we all kind of felt a second goal was coming. It came from the right-hand side. So, Sam, what are you saying? This is more a Watford losing this game or Millwall winning it, if that makes sense?
I think it's Watford losing it because of how good we were in that first half, and we should have capitalised on it. I think there are 3 reasons I can think of why it potentially changed in that second half. Number 1, like I said, I thought Millwall did well in terms of stopping Loser and Chat for Tat in that second half. So fair play to them on that point. Secondly, I just think we look really tired in that second half, which is becoming a bit of a theme recently as well. Even in that Luton game, I know today we went in at 1-0, but gets me thinking back to that Luton game. Thank God we had that second goal, because it was a bit of a similar, I don't want to say similar because different circumstances, but it was tired as well, like we saw in the Luton game. So I think that was that. I mean, there might be some mitigating factors in that. I've just seen Tom cleverly mention that a few of our players, of course, are fasting at the moment because of Ramadan as well, so that could play a big part in it. And the third reason as well that I'd say is I really don't want to single out or scapegoat any players. But Dumbia coming off for Bio had an absolutely huge impact on us.
Sucked the life a little bit out of the atmosphere as well, I thought.
Yeah, 100%, and I hope Dumbia is okay, because the ball was sticking to him up front.
Sorry, just before you carry on, I don't know how serious this injury is, but from my view, he was holding back the tears, Dumbia, basically. Yeah. It didn't look like a good one. But sorry, Sam, just add on that.
Yeah, of course. I just think the ball, I know Dumbia needs to become more clinical and potentially get in those areas a bit more to score more goals. But his all-round play is so much better than Bio. It's his physicality. He's a focal point up top who can hold the ball up. I feel like physically he's growing in confidence. And so when Bio came on, I thought we lost that. And it just felt like we weren't being able to progress the ball through the thirds well enough at that point.
What changed for you, Harry?
I think maybe the intensity really overall the game. I think I do agree with Sam, the whole Bio thing. I think that definitely.
In what way? Is it off the ball work? Is it the press?
Yeah, it is. I do think it was that, because I have to give Dumbia a lot of credit. I think since he's come in, he's on the ball brilliant. I really respect it. He's got a lot to work. That comes with experience. I think Sam said about more clinical and things. That comes with experience. And I hope his injury's not serious. I can see why he's obviously really disappointed, because he's made a real start for himself in the team, hasn't he? He's really cemented a place in. So, Look, I think it was maybe just lack of testing. I think we touched on it earlier as well. I think Millwall were spotting a lot of sort of Watford's strengths and just sort of trying to suppress them, I guess, as much as they could.
Well, this is the thing. If we break down the key moments, Sammy, you talked about the Pollock header, great ball from Loser, peeled off his man, put it past Jensen. And then the 2 goals, if we break them down, Sam, Ngakia and Maku, probably a bit too easy. I don't know where Denor's just completely free in the box. And then the second one, Coburn finds himself between the 2 centre-backs. Kramer whips the ball in. And it just feels like two goals. I just clicked. 2 goals from wide areas.
Yeah, I haven't seen the first goal back, but one thing I would say, and I thought this at the time, I thought it was a bit of an odd decision to bring on Wiley at that moment in the game. I know Larousse was potentially carrying something. I know he got injured a couple of weeks ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
I just thought it was a bit odd to bring Wiley on.
Why?
Because of I think it was 1-1 when he came on. And in a game in the Championship where everything's on a knife edge, you need your players who are able to hit the ground running straight away, experienced. Wiley hasn't played any football in a while because of his injury, and he's never played in the Championship before. Even Cleverley's comments yesterday in his press conference, he said he's not accustomed to the arts of the Championship yet. So I just thought it was a bit of an odd decision to bring him on. And to be honest with you, immediately when that goal went in, I thought Wiley should have done a bit better to close the cross down. He just didn't seem to read the cross well at all. And again, I feel a bit bad potentially digging someone out on their debut and someone who's just come back from an injury. But as much as I praise Tom, I think potentially partly on him for bringing Wiley on at that moment.
For me, the game is simply Watford in control, Millwall adapted, and we didn't adapt to Millwall adapting.
100%. And that's, tell you what, Alex Neil's a really good manager. I do like Alex Neil, I must admit.
It's not pretty, but...
No, it's not. But at the end of the day, that's a Championship, isn't it? And that's Millwall as well, to be fair. You know what I mean? I think they've had that sort of... But at the end of the day, that was a Championship win, if you like. Yes. You know, do you know what I mean? They got 2 goals out of nothing. But that's how you... In this league, you know that's how you do well, right? And fair play to them. You know, they I don't think they were great at all, but at the end of the day, I think they did a lot of the basics, and they obviously got 2 goals by taking their chances at the end of the day. So,
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, in terms of individual players, Sam and Harry, what I thought was interesting was like the guys who were great last week, and this is again, I thought Banker was a little bit off it, even though he raised the level there, and maybe because he set the bar there, we're now comparing it. He was a bit sloppy in his passing.
Selvik was a bit sloppier this week.
Selvik was a little bit... And look, it's again, this is going to happen, right? No player is perfect. Yeah, but I think maybe what's happened is the last 3, we had 3 clean sheets, unbeaten in the last 3. Maybe I was guilty of it. Got a little bit carried away, a little bit on sort of maybe... that players are going to have off days. Yeah. They were just 2 that came to me because they set the bar there. I thought Deli Bashiru really struggled today. I'm just trying to go through the team here.
But listen, I think that's fine. You just have to accept that this Watford team are a work in progress. I'm not excusing the performances, but I think we're going to have to accept that under Tom Cleverley, at least, for now, this season is very much a transition season. And a part of me is quite torn, because I know, Harry, I was sat with you today, and you were getting quite frustrated with the playing out of the back. And I'm quite torn, because part of me, obviously at times, it wasn't working today, particularly that ball that we like into the middle to Tom Delly in the 6-yard box or in the edge of the D. That wasn't working today. We kept on persisting with it. A part of me really likes how we've got a style of play. We're really trying to stick to it now and trying to go for it. But a part of me as well is almost like change it up today, and it wouldn't have hurt if we went longer a bit more. I don't know, Harry. I mean, you didn't like the playing out the back today, did you?
Well, no, it just wasn't working. Well, evidently wasn't working. I mean, you saw...
First half, second half, or throughout?
I think first half we had... I think Tom Delly gave the ball away and then Pollock blocked it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Honeyman picked up.
It just wasn't working. I mean, look, I agree with that. Look, you want to have a style of play, you stick to it, fair enough. But, you know, if you're gonna play, at least do it properly, because I just think we're playing out the back. I think we're too hesitant to play the ball. We're too long on the ball. James Banker in particular, I thought, way too long on the ball a lot of times today, and Selvik. But look, I'm not going to take it away from them, because they've been fantastic since they've both come in. But again, I think Millwall spotted that, because they were pressing, and then I think at the end, they almost got a third from pressing. They could see Watford were struggling play out the back, and then they almost got third at the end. But I think it was frustrating to watch, I must admit.
Is there anything else you wanted to mention about this one before we touch on maybe just the context of the season, Sam?
I mean,
And whether the playoff, your hopes have kind of dropped a little bit after today?
I don't think they will. I mean, they have. I mean, Coventry picked up a huge win, 90+7 against Stoke, which is unbelievable for them. They're flying under Frank Lampard, so I think they'll be okay. So really, we're fighting all for one spot, for that final spot. I'm not sure how the other teams are doing today. I think Bristol City might have been losing when I last looked. I might be wrong now, but yeah, it's in reality, I don't think it would be the worst thing another season in the Championship. And I mean, that does bring it on to the context of the season. I'll keep on saying this, I've said it a lot today, but this Watford team are going to fluctuate. It's a work in progress. Under Tom, I have full faith that we will come good eventually. And yeah, I'm not overly frustrated yesterday, angry and disappointed. No, because one thing I'll say again, unlike previous years with Watford teams, we've seen our teams give up, not try, not play. There was nothing there to support, really.
Yeah.
Even today, we tired, but I wouldn't say it was down to a lack of effort or a lack of trying.
I agree.
I think that's one thing I've enjoyed having back with Watford this season.
Do you know what? We didn't even try the pizza. We're about halfway through and we haven't even tried the pizza. Sam?
I'll try
Okay, I'll have the burger. Well, I need to speak because we've got to have dead air. So we've got a margarita pizza, smash burger here at the Mad Squirrel. If you want to come down, there's always a good atmosphere and a good vibe on a match day. Sam, review?
It's unbelievable, you know. That's lovely. Dough is perfect.
Got to give me a bit more than it's unbelievable.
Listen, the dough's perfectly cooked, the perfect ratio of cheese to tomato.
Okay.
If this was a pizza, I think we go with Alman Abdi.
It'll be an Alman Abdi pizza. Harry Welch? He's lost for words.
Bloody good pizza, I'll give you that. Really good pizza.
Top draw. I'll try the burger in a little bit. As it stands, Burnley 3, Luton 0,
Nice.
which is something...
Tastes even better now.
Lift the mood a little bit there.
Couple of bits of housekeeping while the lads are chatting. First off, we want to send our best wishes to Emma Saunders, who is not too well at the moment. Emma, sending all our love here at WD18. Fingers crossed it's speedy recovery and you're back doing what you do best. Number 2, Mental Health World Cup. Do we want...
I think we want to drop
I reckon we drop it in. Now, Sam was hanging around in the car park after the game. He wasn't. We were all there. We picked up a lovely shirt, and this will be on sale to raise money for the Mental Health World Cup, the charities that are involved. And we got a signed Rocco Vata shirt. Huge shout out to Rocco for sorting us out. It's a beauty, isn't it, Sam?
Yeah, unbelievable. Just want to say a huge thank you to Rocco. It's going to go to 5 unbelievable charities, which is, it's going to go a long way in the Watford community. So, yeah, big thank you to Rocco for being so generous.
Yeah, absolutely. And another announcement, they're all coming now. We've got a confirmed legend, Harry, because you're playing the tournament, aren't you?
I am,
You
yeah.
are. How would it sound to play alongside former Watford striker, legend, Tommy Smith? Are you having it? Are you passing to him?
Oh, mate, go on, yeah. We need better than the players we got at the minute.
I've only got a bit as well.
Like a couple of people playing 6 aside, and someone asked for a pullback from Kaka. It's like that with Tommy Smith.
Cut it back. Tommy Smith?
Yeah, I'll take him all day. Take him all
Front.
Yeah, mate, 100%. If he's still got it, I reckon, mate, you got to play against Tommy Smith. But you wouldn't preach that when you were like, well, I remember watching Tommy Smith when I was about 10.
Let's wrap up today with player ratings. Eagle Selvig, Harry.
Much 5 maybe. I don't know because I think that we talked about him being quite slow out the back.
Couldn't do much with the goals.
Then, I don't think he really did. He have much to save. He routine. 6 then. All right, let's go 6. Yeah.
And Gakia,
A good game today, 7.
even for the goal, could he have done better?
I haven't seen the back, to be fair. I'll go down to a 6 as well. I haven't seen the goal back, so...
I thought Matty had a well, he scored. Great game. I'd give Matty 7. James Abankwa. Wasn't one of his better ones, was it?
No, it wasn't. I'm going to have to go 5, I think. Yeah, for that one.
LaRusi. I'll give that on to Sam.
He's growing on me, you know. Particularly in that first half, I thought he did well. I thought it was an odd decision to take him off unless he was injured or was carrying something. I'll give LaRusi a 7. Growing on me.
LaRusi 7. I'll do Deli Bashiru. I thought he had a poor one today, Tom Daly. I'd probably go 4 for Tom Daly.
It is an interesting one with Tom Daly, though, about whether it's a bigger conversation about whether you blame him or blame Tom, because he's clearly doing what Tom's telling him to do, if you know what I mean, even when it's not working.
Yeah, very true, very true. Yeah. Loser?
7, I think I'll go for. Yeah.
It could have been a proper performance if he'd carried that on second half.
100%. Oh, I love him. It went for every challenge as well. I love that. It showed that passion. I love going.
Because we were having a conversation, weren't we?
Yeah.
Chatfordazzi, Bar, Loser are probably the 3 that are going to be linked with the move away this summer. Yeah. We're all agreed Chatfordazzi will go. Sam, you think Loser will stay, and Harry, you think Bar will go, and I think Bar's more likely to go than Loser's more likely to go than Bar. So I think Chatfordazzi and Loser will go, but you think Loser will stay?
I think Loser will be the one who stays. I think 2 out of the 3 will go. I've got a feeling it's going to be Loser who stays, and I wouldn't be shocked if he was made club captain next season either.
I agree. I think Loser will stay. I mean, he's getting. Listen, he probably is Premier League player, maybe. But I think, listen, he seems happy at Watford. I mean, we love him here. He's been brilliant. I mean, probably like last season, probably wasn't his best season for anyone really, But when he's come back into the team this season so well, really well.
Sissoko, Harry.
Let's say better on the right. I think reminds me of the old Newcastle days. That's when I remember Sissoko at his best, right? So you mean he's in match rating? 6 maybe. Yeah.
Kiembe?
Worked hard. Not his best game. 5.5.
Georgie's a weird one, isn't he? Because first half he was really bright. Second half, Sam had an interesting point about how he kind of fades at 60 minutes, right, Sam?
Yeah, it's becoming a common trait, I think, that Georgie's often a lot better in first halves than second halves. I think teams basically are going in at half-time and realising to stop Watford, you stop Georgie, and that's why we're seeing less output in second halves, potentially. I might be wrong on this. I'd love to see the numbers on Georgie's first half numbers versus second half numbers, but it just seems he tails off in second halves of games.
It was bright first half. I'll give him 6.
Yeah.
And then Dumbia, got injured. Bio will leave. And then Tom Cleverley, he's an interesting one today.
I think the subs were odd, like I say. I think that's the word I keep using, odd. It was just a bit weird, the subs.
I tell you what, I thought the referee, he was really not happy with the referee today, Cleverley. Really not happy.
Do you think maybe, Sam, I'm not sure if you think this, but maybe he's having Swansea in the back of his head? Obviously, we've got Swansea and we've got Oxford. Do you maybe that's what he's thinking? I don't think it's a good idea. I think you should see the game out that you're currently managing and you look at the players' fitnesses when it comes to it on Wednesday. But that may be why he made those subs.
That's a good point.
Have we lost any games this season other than today where we've gone ahead?
I have to say, it's been a while since we've
I don't think we have.
We've gone ahead and lost games.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Of course, I can't think of many, to be honest. That might be the first.
Someone let us know in the comments if we missed any.
Watch how we've missed like 3 or 4.
10 games.
God. Yeah, the home form is a bit of a concern actually as well, thinking about it. I mean, I know we didn't lose there for 17 games. Now we've lost 5 in 6 or something. The Luton game being the exception. So that's something to look at as well. Cleverly today, I love Clevs to bits. And he's learning as a manager, but I think he got the second half wrong today and was schooled by Alex Neil. So 5.
Yeah, I think Alex Neil second half played a blinder really with his tactics. So we'll go with that.
I know a lot of people don't like him, I really like him. I really do. I do like him.
It takes a lot for Harry to say that.
It does actually. He's right there. He actually is right. I only really like Tom Cleverley and Pollock. I don't really like. I do like him. I really do. This season he's been great. I really like him. I know he's had the best game. I think he was Swansea away last year when we lost. Sorry, we won 1-0. Ken Sema. Ever since that game, he's just been brilliant. He's really improved. I like him.
Let us know your player ratings in the comment section below. Harry,
pleasure.
What a pleasure. I would share my right hand, but I could have just done that. Sam Ucko, what a pleasure. Thanks so much to the Mad Squirrel for having us down for the post-match pint. It did finish Watford 1, Millwall 2. Smash Burgers is going to be demolished by me in just a second. margarita pizza. I'll let the boys finish it off. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below your thoughts on anything we discussed here today, and we'll be back probably Thursday after Swansea, right? Harry, remind me, I completely forgot about that. We'll be back on Thursday. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next one. You want